You know what I'm saying? We was talking about the school system, and you know what I'm saying. You remember where you left off at? I think we was talking about. Okay, I remember. So I was saying, as a kid, I was kind of like quiet. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really engaging like all the rest of the kids. So they thought I was probably off or slow, whatever the case. But it wasn't that. I just didn't like the material. I liked the method of teaching. So once they put me in a different class, a different teaching, I excelled because I was already ready. I wanted to learn. I wanted, you know what I'm saying? So end of the day, it's all about how you. One of the parts of teaching is the method of how you get information. You know what I'm saying? Then you got people that's engaged who want to learn what you have to say, or it's just random, boring talk. And you're like, I don't even want to learn this, but all of that matters. So you know what I'm saying? What else you want to talk about the Ohio shit, right? Um, the guy who took vengeance in his own hands. The cops unalived his son in Cincinnati, but it's a point that I got to bring up. I don't know if you knew about. You know, years ago, entertainers stopped going to Cincinnati because of the police brutality, the killings in Cincinnati.
I want to ask y'all this. How long we gonna sit up in America as black people and keep letting these motherfuckers have sundown time?
Right.
You feel me?
Got them.
When we gonna go turn the lights
That's
on
when the
in
twins got missing.
sundown time?
That's where the twins got missing.
So sick of this shit. Even that shit that happened about them twins, man. Listen, how can people sit back and say that, okay, we tired of this, they done killed enough of us for nothing.
What marching?
You know, it's hard to not speak.
Right.
How you say it? They said, speak peace. You got to speak peace and, you know, keep this calm. I'm tired of that.
Right.
Shit,
Like
man.
water it down, like.
What is we like sitting out there watching people? Like I was just telling somebody on my live today, like I'm so tired of black people, us saving these people out here with this right here. This how we save them police out here every day. That they see us doing something to one of us.
Recorded and shit.
Look,
they already got body cams.
Look at this.
Right.
Once they see that this is on Facebook, you can't do nothing to this cop. You can't touch this cop. Look at him. Put this phone in your pocket, man. Put it in your pocket. Ain't nobody got to do nothing to these cops, but I guarantee you, you got to get here and get there. You can't choke and kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's a man in a suit. He got to take that suit off. He's not a superhero. He's a villain.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They try to paint that picture that they are superheroes.
I'm not saying all the police are villains.
Right, or bad.
I say we do need security around here. If we didn't have them, oh man, the world would be terrible.
To follow the laws.
But I'm saying like this, I feel like if you're gonna sit back and just be barbaric with it and just start killing people and listen,
right.
In the name of you don't like us because of the color of our skins,
right.
I don't think you should go to court. I think whoever you killed and whatever you killed in somebody's family, they should have a pick out your family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and listen,
like
no more, show you how this feel, because if they don't show you how this feel, bro, it's about to be a problem, because the way that man killed that police officer, to me, I'm with the Old Testament. I'm with an eye for an eye, because I'm not gonna go and your brother do something to my brother.
Right.
I'm not gonna see you in the streets, my nigga, and just, yo, brother did this to me. You know what I'm saying? My brother, I'll be like, what's up? You know what I mean?
Right.
All the time I see your brother, though, I'm get up on your brother. That's who did it to me.
Right. But what if he couldn't particularly get to that specific cop who killed his son? What if he had to just kill the closest one to him?
What you mean?
That's called the casualties of war.
I'm not sitting up here saying that I don't justify anything that he did. The only thing I'm saying is
he should have did it to the person who did it. But you know they protected that person who killed his son. Ain't no way he could have got 5 inches close to that dude, because what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna say it like this right
He
now.
protected him.
I'm gonna say it like this right
working
now.
right now.
And I'm not even, like, I'm gonna say this again, I'm not trying to incite a riot. I'm not trying a riot.
Right. Yeah, that's
I'm
what
not trying to incite.
So you just saying basically eye for 9, tooth for 2?
I'm trying to say like this right here. At the end of the day,
that's the podcast. At the end of the day.
at the end of the day, We got to start putting ourselves in these people's shoes. I ain't telling you to walk in them. I'm just telling you to stand and look down at what they got to look at the time and moment right now. Because we're just sitting back looking at this as TV.
Entertainment, right?
And his family members that's really around us, like when that baby died and they found her in that house and stuff, man, the whole world heard it behind that.
Right.
But the whole world can't move behind it because we're all skeptics. We all
Spread
spread it out. You know what I mean? We all spread it out. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to say like this, if we don't come together as a people, man, listen here. They killing our kids right next door to us in these abandoned houses. And if we go into these abandoned houses, you know what? It's trespassing. But guess what? I'd rather trespass in some of these abandoned houses and to sit back and know that all this time that they've been looking for this child, have been looking for these people, they've been tied up in here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you start going around these neighborhoods, going into these abandoned houses that people so scared to go to because they got boars all over them, man, you don't know what people done went in that night before and did. You don't know who's sneaking back through there.
Right.
Knock these boars down off these houses. If y'all want to renovate it, do something about it. But if they in our neighborhood, you got to start doing something about this, man. Yeah. What you mean take back the community?
Our
community. It's like this.
There's no unity in the community right now.
Either we're going to take back our community,
right,
and it's part of our shit one by one, or we're going to sit back and watch them slaughter everything and then listen, that we so-called thought we had. Because right now, we don't own nothing in America.
We don't own nothing. So,
nothing.
So what you feel about the Smokey situation? You think it's another money grab, or you think it's some, you heard about Smokey Robinson, right? I think it was his maid or one of his sisters.
It is a hit on all black men in America. And see, right. Trump made it, it's just so nasty that how black
nasty work
is, man, nasty because work. You don't see nobody white going at Puffy. You don't even see Justin Bieber going at the nigga, man.
I see his own people. It look like him going at Puffy.
Like, I'm sitting up here watching.
And people that was chilling with him like months ago before all this shit happened, they was motherfucking chilling, seen on TV, hugging them, taking pictures and all that.
Look, they even told you before they started knocking these people off, and it's the same thing. I can't say that they doing this, and I'm not saying that they not doing this, but you mean to tell me just because one liquor deal go bad, everybody start falling? Now listen, all these niggas out here just laughing now. Watch and see now. Watch and see on something pop up out the blue by one of them sooner or later. It's assault on, it's a hit on all black men with money in America. Right. They done bought up half of New York City, from what I heard, right? They finna take it right back from them.
Prominent figures, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They about to
Shannon Sharp almost had $100 million deal secured until he caught up with this situation.
Shannon Sharp is I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people sit back with me. On Shannon Sharp. Tell these old women to stop going out here buying these PS5s and shit like that right now. You don't sit back and bite your damn finger. I'm just saying, keep it tall, man. These females is talking about Shannon Sharp out here about to spend $50 million on some white, you know what I'm saying, 20-year-old.
No, I think he offered her 10 mil.
You got some of these old women around here.
She rejected 10 mil.
With, she would be broke. I wouldn't be offering that anyway. Bro, listen, you got females out here 18, 19 tricking, tricking on the corner and don't care who see them. And you mean to tell me you finna get this white girl all this money to shut up? But nigga, listen, I would give a fuck what damn one of them old black women out there talking about, oh my God, you out there messing with this 20-year-old. Bitch, I paid for this.
So, right.
But excuse my language. But you know how they trying to make this man look, and you got to look at the people that's going in there. I'm not saying come, I'm just saying like the way they're trying to make Shannon Sharp look. Come on, man, this man sitting out here ain't out here with no 13-year-old woman
like Elvis Presley. They want to talk about that.
20-year-old.
Elvis had a 14-year-old.
This 20-year-old ain't only slept with this man with him. She done slept with plenty other men. Hold up, bro.
Go ahead.
Hold up. And this is the thing. Now listen, if it was a 20-year-old black woman, would y'all even be hearing about it? It wouldn't even be an
If
argument.
it was a woman on that period, you would hear.
But since it's a 20-year-old white girl, and she went home crying and said that she'd agreed to everything except he didn't put on a condom. And y'all sitting up here mad.
She said it was rape, but after she went back to him after the first time, because he raped her twice allegedly, R.A.P.
Oh
my! But then, okay, so let's get to another.
So why ain't none of these doctors in prison right now?
Dr. Fauci. Right. Dr. Fauci.
I'm talking about all these doctors that they done come to find out that was molesting all of these females. You know why a lot of y'all females come out of your operating room and you're feeling funny and shit like that? Your body let you know you done been fucked with. So come on, man.
Right. Remember Kill Bill?
They not even letting you take nobody back there with you. Why is that?
Remember he said the movie Kill Bill, the doctor, he's like, put some Vaseline in there.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that, man, you think about like females, like females got to be more aware, man, when you go get these operations and you going back there.
What you get yourself into, do some study, do some homework, do some research.
You got to start having some type of protection when you go back there.
Backup plan, a plan B.
Some type of rights when y'all go back there under that table because y'all are unconscious. And y'all around a bunch of sick people.
They probably sign waivers.
What you mean?
Probably make them sign waivers saying if something go wrong, we're not responsible.
Yeah, but if I'm sitting back there with that, hey bro, what is you doing with that? Why is y'all putting it in that suitcase? I thought y'all supposed to be sewing something up and doing all this. Somebody should be back there with you in order to let you know what's going on. Or they not molesting you back there. A lot of females go back there and come back with all types of diseases, man. What you mean? Them doctors be back there on drugs and shit?
I know that. I'm saying,
come on, man. I be saying like this, man. We got to, they be saying protect our sisters and stuff. How can we protect y'all when y'all going to the slaughterhouses every day?
Yeah, like they gonna tell you, turn that music off. It's promoting violence and killing. You just came from the hitman house. You talking about violence and killings and shit.
It's like when it come down to females, it's like I understand why they say protect them. Because whatever pause and go into them, nigga, it's gonna get into us. No, you know what? We hook up to this. We hook up to this.
Right.
So whenever they pause and hope with, guess what? It's gonna pause in us too. So that's why they say, you know what? The best way to get to the black man is get to the woman. You get to that black female, you
so speaking of, let's go on to the next topic. There you go. Glad you said that. Transition right to this. What y'all feel about this? Y'all can comment too. About the tall woman that's supposed to represent the feminist movement, I guess, angry black alpha woman now. Just civilized woman, modern day woman. The Times Square got this tall woman. What should take? My thing about this is, I looked at different angles, but at first, I'm like, yo, this can't be no real woman they talking about. What kind of woman they talking about? Because, and then think about Lizzo, the fat, overweight woman who had that woman, and one particularly woman, period, no, you can be big and be nice. She even went got fucking surgery. So what that letting y'all know? You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in this, be fat and be happy and self-improvement. I love myself. The Bible talks about loving yourself in the last days and times. People gonna be lovers of themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know how many posts I see a woman every day talking about, I'm in love with myself. I've been married to myself. It's not like, the infatuation with self and man, it's crazy.
Infatuation runs real deep right now because a lot of people don't even know the difference between infatuation and love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why they so easy to believe everything they hear about religion. Now,
naive.
I don't want to get on the Bible subject or nothing like that right now, but every time that I used to hear them describe what Jesus looked like in the Bible, and I used to turn around like this right here. I used to look like this right here. Now somebody ran up in here now, cause that man right there, why? That boy got brown hair like that. And you can see the sun through it.
And that's another thing.
I'm looking like that.
What sun they talking about? S-U-N or S-O-N? Don't be confused. Like they put dog and God. They put sun and sun.
It started making sense to me when the Pope died. It started making sense to me.
Who can walk on water? Sunlight? Can sun rays walk on water? Okay.
You had to keep that lie alone and you had to keep it living, but you had to implant it into us first. And you know what we first seen that besides the church?
Where?
Good time.
That's why he took off the air. Where that controversy
Good
was,
time.
they took off the air right after.
And you know what?
He had the black Jesus, right?
They was telling us then, right then and now, that Jesus was not white. You know what I'm saying? They were telling us then that he was.
They got rid of that shit quick.
And we sit up there looking at it, but the people, as a young child, I'm looking at it like, I was like, man, somebody is playing, because why they keep saying this man look like this? They looking at this man like this, and we know that this man ain't doing it. Everybody on the outside of the TV know that that white man on that picture wasn't doing that for her, and everybody in the house know that he wasn't doing, but she thought he was doing it, but we didn't understand it wasn't what she was teaching people. It was her faith.
And it told you, it
was
let you
her
know.
faith. It wasn't a picture.
It lets you know, no, but it lets you know the power of symbolisms in pictures and how that controls people's thoughts and controls people's way of thinking. Because as soon as you see a picture of a white Jesus, when you brainwash and control the program, you're thinking, oh, okay, that's superior to me. I gotta look upon him as, you know what I'm saying? He's superior to me, I'm inferior in whatever he say, I gotta listen to him, his authority rules. When you're caught up in that mind state, you know what I'm saying? But when you are free and understand the truth, like, yo.
I when you raised in the church and you get to the county jail and all of a sudden,
person that
they ask you,
Christianity.
You smoke a cigarette, and you like, yeah, I wanna hit the cigarette. Yeah, in the county. So you hitting the cigarette.
You hit the cigarette in the county.
And you go down.
The cigarette
you go down like this.
It's about the state, not the county, brother.
And look at the cigarette like,
yeah.
Boy, y'all just smoke more. John 3:16, I believe.
Yeah,
like,
somebody has some cigarettes.
You got people smoking the Bible
papers
in jail and wondering why they go to court with a charge like running the red light and get 40 years.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what my boy told me. My boy told me he was in there, right? And he said right before he about to go to court, the dude came there to pray with him. He's like, yeah, let's pray. You know, he prayed. He said he's like, cool, he felt good. He said he went in there and gave him 5 years. So like, that praying didn't help.
Look, you know what? The 5 years saved his life. He could have got right. And that's why I was telling a lot of young guys when I was in lockdown with him. I said, bro, listen to him. A lot of times that y'all niggas don't get out, you have to understand that you got two people in that courtroom besides your lawyer and the DA. You got Jesus and the death angel. Now, sometimes he might let you out. Now, for y'all that get let out, you don't make it back here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't coming back here. You know
they know motherfuckers who coming back. And it seems like the people that they know that's gonna come back, they let them out first, quick. The people that they know ain't coming no time soon, they want to hold them for a while.
Sometimes when you don't get out of jail right then and there, you got to understand that something is holding you back. Because if you go on your own will, guess what? The next thing you're going to see, you're going to wake up and you're going to see a totally different thing, man. You're going to see lights. And I don't know what color it's going to be.
Lights, camera action. Like Ric Flair wrestling, city lights.
Woo! Stop believing everything you hear about when people go to tell you like this. It's a war going on out here, and it ain't got nothing
to do. Said, it's a war going on outside. No man to save from.
They trying to make it color. This ain't got
to distract you.
This ain't got nothing to do with color.
It's a distraction to keep you off focus, right? It's a distraction.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all anything like this. If y'all pay attention to time in the fashion. Fashion, if y'all wasn't caught up in fashion, you probably would be on top right now.
Caught up in labels, chasing labels, chasing the bag, chasing that bag.
See, everybody's so caught up in the iPhones and the latest glitches and
gadgets.
And they don't see that their children
latest trends
has already been genetically modified.
With artificial intelligence.
Your children are so smart.
They slaves.
They're so smart right now. And this is the thing that you don't understand. Your child can tell them people any and everything about you. And listen here, from in between your work and sleep, you don't even got time to monitor them. Your child monitor you more than you monitor them. I promise you. And that's bad.
Right.
That's bad. So a lot of people sit there and say this, that, and third, but you know.
You're an example of your children. You know, they look up to you first. Whatever you do, they're going to follow.
Oh yeah, this is what I want to say to the working people. I'm going to say this again. Once y'all find out that y'all are the real bosses, but see, Now, real bosses now, you have to work as one. Now, bosses are bosses, work as one. Now, if y'all wanted to change the game for real, only thing you got to do is what bosses do. If you don't want to go to work, don't go to work. But see, you're gonna have to be in a place to where you cannot go to work. And
you have to hustle some way, one way or another.
I'm gonna say it like this right now. If you know that you're the one that make these jobs, if y'all people know that y'all the ones that make these organizations, these corporations run the way they run, and y'all the ones that doing these 9 to 5s and ain't getting no breaks and shit like that right now, and y'all watching y'all children grow up in pictures, guess what? It's gonna be your fault when you retire and they put you right off in a nursing home. Cause you know what? They don't know you. They don't know you.
Yeah, I hear you.
You just a provider.
Right.
And I promise. What you mean?
I said no. I hear you. Go ahead.
The people that's paying you, they know their children. They go to all their plays. You know what I'm saying? They take them on vacations. Guess what? They call from vacations and fire some of y'all. And y'all the real bosses. Cause you know what? Once the whole bosses stops and just say we're not going to work tomorrow.
You got the power, the control.
That's when you find out you the boss, nigga, and that he works for y'all, because guess what? He can't sign no checks when he working for himself. When you got to work all these machines and all around this place by yourself now, guess what? You're not even signing checks no more. You're at McDonald's, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go on to the next topic, right? What else we got going on out there in the world? They come to, I don't know, little celebrity gossip.
What you mean what's going on out there in the world? These females out here tricking these young men out of their life right now.
Get unalive.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on out here in the world right now. These young men out here killing these young females.
A lot of stories I don't see too yet.
You know what I'm saying?
Robberies that turn deadly, dangerous, huh?
Females tricking young men out of their lives. Young men taking these young females' lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Destroying 2 families. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like this right here. The families need to start stepping in with the children, because the food keep going on and it ain't gonna
get them children
stop.
And get them on the streets, getting them caught up in the bull, getting them caught up in the
Once you take control of your house again and you get control over your children again,
right,
then we can start moving forward as a people. But as of right now,
right.
When did they take that control out, in the early 80s or the late 90s?
Yeah, the early 90s, I want to say.
Late 90s?
When they started the CPS, and you can't spank your child no more, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we came from that. We was the last that era. We was the last Mohicans to get our ass whooped. And I got beat with stitching cords. Y'all know that thing.
Stitching cord, fan bill.
They get a switch.
Groom.
And if you don't pick the biggest one, she gonna go out there and pick a big one.
You get beat with that one first, and you still go out there and get another one.
Try to come out the tub, fresh tub, and they stitching cord at your ass. You gonna scream.
Yeah, these kids, y'all new breed of children, y'all don't understand what it's like to watch your siblings watch you get beat unconscious till you literally feel stars come around here. Listen, they were so scared to even laugh at you right then. Now, when you got along with them, they might laugh at you, but guess what? They still was scared, because you might go tell it just to get beat again, and they was getting whooped. You know what I'm saying? Now, you would have to be a raw nigga to go tell on somebody back then, knowing you were gonna get beat again.
And I remember growing up. Yeah, I grew up in an era. I grew up in an era where not only mom and dad or cousin, sister, brother, they're gonna beat you. The neighbors. When I grew up, the neighbors would beat your ass too.
Depending on what neighbor we stayed around,
we was all the family right there. You know what I'm saying? I was on Breck Street off of East Main. Right by the RTS shit.
See, it was different with me, because I had one of those grandmas, you know what I'm saying?
Late 80s.
She wasn't playing none of that.
I know I don't look 48 years old. I'm 48 years old though. I've been around, you know what I'm saying? But I remember the days of Fraggle Rock. That was around that time I was living on Breck. The HBO, motherfucking box, the cable with the zip, you know what I'm saying? It's like a brown box like this right here. Wooden box with the zip shit.
I'm like, at the end of the day, we came from an era where love was taught to us after we got whooped. Sometimes our parents even told us, you know what?
Why they beating you?
I'm gonna pause your ass whooping right now. I ain't gonna whoop you right now, because if I
got company coming over.
No, it wasn't about the company, because I got killed in front of company before. They were never by company.
It depends, yeah.
It was about them having
Some remorse.
No, having the strength to whoop you right there, because some parents do.
Or they know they were so
right
frustrated, they're gonna beat you bad. So
yeah, they would have hurt
air
you.
out a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, you know what, I can't whoop you right now, so I'm gonna wait till later on until I cool down and whoop you. And guess what? You might go 2 weeks without getting that whooping, boy. But you might come in the door one day and all of a sudden,
or you might go hide in the room,
you
rest
smell
the night.
smoke, boy.
Don't go in the room, motherfucker. Act like you play with your toys and shit. You just hide. Oh, you go to bed early at night, huh? You know, wake your ass up out of sleep.
I remember we used to get whooping and therapy at the same time.
Talking
Now you know what I'm whooping you for, don't you? Yeah. In between crucifixions, bro. And y'all, you know, and guess what? The next day we still woke up looking for them people, boy. Like we all look. I know y'all gonna cook this morning. Nigga, ain't no love lost nowhere. And guess what they used to tell me? You gonna wish I whooped you more when you grow up. And guess what? They told no lie. Y'all niggas scared of whoopings.
Nah, it's hey, what they're doing now is, especially the white motherfuckers, I hate to say it, when you watch the stories and you see, you know, unalive their mom and dad, they told them to get off the video game. It's a white motherfucker. But lately it's been some people like us. I don't know, that mental health shit is real, I guess.
It ain't the mental health. It ain't the
or
mental
just
health.
The mind state of people.
It's what they don't put out there.
Programming, right?
There's some things I be watching on
especially TV. You playing Call of Duty for 24 hours straight, no sleep. And you got an AR in your house, you might motherfucking go off the wall, you know what I'm saying, 24 hours.
You gotta understand like this, man. You look at the world today. Yeah. Like they said, if the world was to lose the internet right now, if the world lose the internet right now, it's gonna be a terrible place for some people to live because they never had imagination. Right. And for these young children, for these young kids that never grew up in our era, that never knew how to make imagination, y'all is toe up because see, y'all been hooked on phonics. They've been hooked on phonics, everything they've been hooked on, bro, it's been basically self-teaching from the time they done came out the womb to now. You look at the kids that I sat up there and watch their mom play on that phone or look for somebody while she pregnant with them. Time the child come up, that boy know how to turn the phone on. He even know how to plug it up. Right. As an infant, he know how to plug the phone up.
Yeah, kids was advanced.
They want the ball, they want the phone now. Right. Children are more advanced now. And guess what? Africa said they can't drink Infamil. What they drinking now? Lithium batteries. That's what they drinking. These children are they advanced now. Super. Look what they eating. Look what they on right now. They smoking pipes with numbers on them that look like it's a bomb about to blow up. I be looking at these kids like, nigga, how many pumps on that? How do it take? How do it make your chest feel? Right. They got numbers on it, bro. You don't think they're scary? Man, it's cool, man. Like, and it's got a different flavor to it. I said, man, the last flavor you're gonna taste is the top of your mouth. What's the K2? What's the K2 epidemic? Why is it? You know what I'm saying? It's like the new crack. I don't know. Is it or the new? Because it's concentrated. I can raise my hand on that. When K2 came out here, I can honestly say I was one of the first ones in Alabama County Jail. Was the first one to sample it. Boy, when it came through, I didn't know what it was. Only thing I knew they said. Who made you smoke shit? Thought it was just regular weed. No, like they told me they said you won't get high for it. They said you won't get no. They said you won't get high for it, but it won't show up in your piss test. I'm like, cool, running. Right, bro. They didn't tell me now. They rolled one about like this right here, boy. They passed it to my head. It tastes like a paper bag burner. Look at that whole thing up there. Fuck it. We're going to keep it rolling because we raw like that. But listen. Keep that bitch rolling. This thing tastes like paper bag, right? So all of a sudden, I get high. After I get high, all of a sudden, man, I'm talking about the tweaking part didn't kick in until after I knew that I'm tweaking. I'm sitting up there looking for something to eat and had the plate sitting on the bed. Looking for the food, I'm getting ready to start talking, jump to the people in the room with me, everything, man. People came in to get the trays, and boy, look how freaked out. I thought they was gonna shake down. Threw my tray in the toilet. That's how I told you I knew I was hot in. I found out the tray was on the bed. Threw my tray in the toilet trying to get my little cigarettes up from up under the thing. They said they was getting trays. You talking about somebody mad. I stayed high for like, 6 hours off that shit. Never got off that shit again. Really? Never. There wasn't none of that shit where you was swimming like fishes and shit like that. But after I had done,
Still got it or not?
I gave it back to him.
Oh, okay. So what happened?
I gave it. That shit had me feeling like, bro, every time I closed my eyes, I was on 6 roller coasters, all on didn't have no stopping.
And what you had again?
Deuce.
Oh, okay.
They call it sin down south. They should call it abomination. That shit is strong, bro. I don't know what it's like now.
Right.
I ain't messing with it. I would dare touch it now.
Excuse me, people had a little technical difficulty.
Shrooms though,
Yeah,
I advise anybody in their right mind to stop believing the hype about
It's
if
not
you take
good?
a shroom, it's gonna have you where you lose your mind. No, they didn't tell you if you take a shroom, it's gonna enlighten you and open your mind up to a
so
whole lot
let me
of
ask you,
different
is that, cause let me ask y'all don't know if people at home in Dirt, did you know? Cause I remember, excuse me, I went to like one of the chemical dependency programs from weed and shit, whatever. That's all I ever did was weed, alcohol. And they said that the Wizard of Oz was created from a book and it was dealing with, it was tripping, she was on acid or whatever the case. You knew
What
that?
you think? Look at it.
Yeah.
The yellow brick
Now, but
road.
originally you wouldn't know as a kid, but as you get older, you know what I'm saying, put it together.
I'll tell you something that I was sitting back and I was thinking about the whole time. If they didn't teach you about fairy tales,
Like, yeah.
folklore,
What about chocolate Willy Wonka? That had to be some
they had to fill your mind, they had to program your mind up with something. So
imagination. That's how they introduce people to Christianity and other religions.
I'm gonna ask
And
you
I hate to
something.
say it, so they could give you the imagination and have you, you know what I'm saying, believing in the fairy tale they teach you.
I'll tell
A
you
lot of
something.
fairy tales.
Africans is not programmed.
Huh?
Africans is not programmed.
Okay.
Nigerians is not programmed.
Right.
They wasn't over here.
Some.
They wasn't over here for the colonizing or whatever, the colonizing or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
See,
The
well,
colonizer.
bro, they
Remember
got-
Black Panther called the
listen,
colonizer?
Before we went to school,
Yeah. Right.
we was still raw.
Always.
We was
Like
still
raw honey packs.
bro, we was that's what they call it, that sheep shit. We was just like that before we went to school. Now as we went to school and we went to that first grade, that was that first program, and right now we're gonna teach them ABC.
Remember how,
1, 2, 3.
go for all of that, yeah. Remember how they had us touching our chests and I pledge allegiance? They was indoctrinating shit right there. That was like some ritual.
Well, listen, our family didn't even believe in that shit. We just had to do it in school. Boy, you got home and tried to pledge allegiance.
Of course you did it at
put out
home.
the house, boy.
But you had to do it there, and you had to do the Star Spangled Banner when you go to events.
When I looked at the flag, I already knew it was something wrong.
Some bullshit. And yo, respect to Colin Kaepernick, one of my favorite quarterbacks, San Francisco 49ers.
Be honest though.
He knelt because of the racism and the killings of black people, police brutality. But he also unveiled the whole thing about the flag. You know, the dude who created it was a racist.
I'm like this. I'm
So,
like this
he
with
shed
him.
light to that.
I feel different. I feel like God don't care about nobody's race. I don't care about. He don't think about none of that. He
What do you
just
think
sit
about?
back and look at his creation,
Right.
men and
Woman,
yes,
child.
and what they created and what he told them to do.
Right.
And told them to
Mission.
come
A
on
mission.
one accord.
Right.
That's what he said. He didn't say, I want y'all to be down there fighting about you's a nigga, he's a cracker. He didn't say none of
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I understand that. But
He
we all
said,
know that
Come
the Bible
on one accord.
specifically talks about people in regions and demographics. The Bible, specifically
And I
breaks
feel
it
like
down.
this right now. I feel like
Different
we're the
doctrines.
reset problem.
Uh-huh.
I feel like we're the reset problem. I feel like if we wanted to elevate to another dimension, elevate to another state, I feel like if we was to all come together and really be
Hard to
together.
do for black people.
Boy, look at here.
Oh yeah, we'll be something else.
It'll be
Like how we
something
come
different.
together
It'll be
in
something
like
different.
funerals, or we come together. You know what I'm saying?
You ever seen one of them Black Panther movies and you get that feeling in you that
Wakanda forever, right?
and you go to feeling that rush go in. Listen here, it's gonna take that type of fire around the whole world to feel it. For to ignite the big fire for you to, I'm talking about before you to wake up, because right now
Okay.
you just feel a little warm. You getting a little mad. You ain't really mad yet because
They sunk in.
a lot of y'all done started waking up, because I'm looking around Facebook, I'm looking around YouTube, and
Different social
I'm
medias.
start seeing the reactions. Ain't
TikTok.
nobody taking no more nothing.
Yeah, we coming together like, yo,
and you got people backing them
do
up.
this shit now, or we gonna boycott.
You got
or we
some
gonna
people,
shut down?
some of the old people saying that ain't the way to
They
do
give,
it.
yeah, they give it up.
Oh,
They don't want to fight no more.
is a lie.
They don't want to fight no more. A lot of them.
This is the way to do it. And listen, this is the only way to do it. The only way to fight fear is with what?
Fear, I don't know.
Yes, sir. And guess what? We don't fear killing each other. Don't
Right.
fear killing each other for nothing.
Right.
We don't fear fighting each other. We don't fear going in each other's house, kicking the doors down, stumping each other out.
For the
So why would we be wrong
the
about
littlest
somebody else?
things.
We can't do the same.
And we'll fight each other for the smallest things.
I'm just saying, I ain't speaking
You know
for
what I
war,
mean?
I'm speaking for righteousness. If
Right,
one
I
step
get it.
on one door, you might as well kick down another door and start kicking down every door until you come to some reasonable ground.
Right.
Because ain't no use we sitting back up here having all these children just want to be sold off, body parts sold off and stuff like that while we sit up there and wait for some confrontation or put some memorials up. No, we about to start setting some memorials all over the United States until we get some justice. Farrakhan said it. He said, as long as they keep killing us and going home and sitting with their families and ain't nobody doing nothing about it, he said, until we start shedding blood,
Right.
then they gonna want to talk about it. Then we're gonna sit down at a table and we want to talk about it. Until then, we might as
It's
well start now.
only thing.
If we don't, guess what? We're gonna have a long road to carry, boy, in a few years.
So
Not
listen.
even a few years, bro. Not even a few years. Trump got it right now.
Yeah.
To where
next
we
quarter.
could be attacked any
Right.
moment.
But listen, not only that, we you know what I'm saying? Jeez, lost my freaking train of thought. But you have to not allow people to walk over you. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? And people use fear tactics and games and all this stuff that's going on. Because it's funny. This is what I'm paying attention to. Because they're not talking about it on TV, of course. The black people, rich people, has made a lot of money in Hollywood. They coming at them. They coming at all the prominent black figures. But what about the white figures that get caught up in the game? They ain't talking about like the Vince McMahon's. He had a little buyout recently. They talk about it. He paid $10 million to silence somebody for whatever the case. Allegedly, we ain't going into that. Then you got the Amber Crombie and Fitz CEO. He has allegations of sex trafficking and other crazy shit we ain't gonna go into right now. Oh, this is a good one right here. I like that one. And she was tough too.
Well, this is a short web. You hear me? This is a short web. Everybody's caught up in it. You hear me? Everybody in Hollywood
this is
is
your
caught
revelation.
up in it.
Right.
And this is the thing.
Diddy about to unravel. This Diddy case about to unravel a lot of people that you thought, oh, they were so innocent, they had nothing but scandals until you really find out what's going on.
By the time they get you knocking Hollywood down, it's gonna be called
Burn,
holy.
Hollywood burn.
It's gonna be called holy. They're gonna knock it down. It's over with. Hollywood is no more. The new actors you're gonna see in Hollywood, it's gonna be new people. You're gonna be like, who? Wait, it's over with. Only body they ain't got yet is Denzel Washington.
Remember, they got him. What you mean they didn't get him?
They done got Denzel.
What you mean they didn't get him? Do we gotta break it down to him? He don't know what happened.
What about Samuel?
Denzel, they said, motherfucking kissed a man, but they took out the scene in that new movie.
I ain't talking about all that.
But not only that, now he became a minister or some shit or a priest. I don't know.
It
just seemed like it. Oh, okay, I got one more thing I forgot about to tell you. Then Denzel's daughter, I believe, married another fucking woman. So it's just, you know what I'm saying? I think she's a white one on top of that, which, whatever the case, I ain't racist and all that, y'all. But what I'm saying is, she married a manly looking woman. She married a manly looking fucking woman. A black woman marrying a manly looking woman? No, we're not going for that. But that's what you do, that's what you do.
Hold up. Did anybody miss this or did anybody see what Michelle Obama?
Where your phone at, bro? Pull it up.
When Michelle Obama said that she was a man, I heard her say it myself. I heard her say it myself, but I don't know if it was a slip up like that lady saying that she was eating babies and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, they do all kind of debate. But I don't know. Do you know about the why do they eat the children? I ain't gonna say eat the children. Excuse me. Do you know why they harm the children?
Yeah, for the blood. But they scare them.
Well, no, the Andrew Cromer was called.
Yeah, but they have to scare them first. That's why when you see children, man, and they be already frightened, you be wondering like, that's what they looking for. The children that get bullied in school, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that. That's what they be looking for in school. Need protectors, man. Need cameras in those classrooms. Because they be letting
What about
I'm gonna tell you another thing about school they need to do. They need to design classrooms for these children to be born big,
Right.
and then the other child, but you're the same age. You need to have your big old ass right over here in this class, right over here with somebody your size. So when you get in a fight, it won't look like you picking on nobody.
Right.
Because you might not be picking on nobody, and that's the thing that people get caught up. This child might not be bullying these kids. They might be picking on this child because, you know what I'm saying, they bigger than everybody else, and this child is retaliating, and they thinking they fighting a fight, but you really hitting flies, you know what I mean?
Right.
Can't do that, but you can do that. So, you know what I'm saying, it's unfair to both of them. I'm not saying it's, you know, because I know if my child was a little bigger than the rest of the children, they was up and down picking them like, yo, look at this tall child, and they get mad and like, yo, daddy was sitting up there saying this, so I, you know, I swung on them. You can't get mad at your child for that without, but then you got to explain to them like, look, baby, you bigger than them, but then when they grow up, they gonna think that, okay, it's okay for somebody small to run up on them and try them and stuff like that. I'm not teaching them that right there, so I don't look for people to teach their child that, but then you can't teach them to go to school and just beat on people, neither. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, like, you gotta be some justice somewhere. And it's hard. And these days and times, you don't know who the bully is. A bully can be a small child, starting shit with
And
everybody.
people kill themselves for being bullied.
Yeah.
It's so crazy what's going on.
That's why I say they need to have cameras in the classroom so they can see where it's coming from, because the teacher really can't see everything. And everybody done been to school before, and everybody know how they used to be as children. Everybody know that they used to be clowns coming up, man. You know what I'm saying?
So let me just go another topic too, because we were rambling, I know, for a while. But appreciate everybody for joining. What you feel? So they saying Little Dirt, right? His artist, Duty Low, shot and robbed in Atlanta. Did you hear about that? It's one of the latest celebrity gossip things.
When it come down to them guys, I'm be on something real. I don't even want to talk about them guys because that's another level to me.
Right.
With Lil Dirt them and
I think
all
okay.
them guys,
So that's the time
man,
get two charges.
wasted talent, man. Like,
Yeah.
y'all done made it already, man. Like, what's the beef for?
Right.
Like, if anything, y'all should be collaborating together, like getting on music together, trying to make more money. But people is beefing, like.
Yeah. But you know what it is too? Controversy sells as well. You know that, right? You heard of that. So what you feel about this?
Somebody make Kodak Black. I don't know, man.
Is he cloned?
Is he cloned? That man on some serious clone drugs.
Right. Never had no love. This is recently. Fair use, y'all. It's Kodak one. No, but listen, it ain't over. What?
Man, that man ain't crying.
Why? You watching?
You turning into something.
The end of that.
Name of Jesus, I would beat you. Whatever they are coming out that boy don't sound right. And he crying. That don't sound like no crying. He sound like he coming off.
It's your boy Kodak.
That boy sound like he done got a whole little freak off of that shit.
Look.
What a whole one at? What a whole one at? Hit the phone with it.
Burn some sage.
I keep telling y'all, stop burning that sage. Y'all inviting demons in your house.
You know what? When I did burn that, some shit happened to one time. I seen some shit.
I keep telling people, man, like,
Sage, I thought the sage was came with David Banner did it one
if I
episode.
was a ghost and I seen you lighting some sage, I would go somewhere, I would throw up laughing at you. I'm like,
What?
hey, y'all come and look at this. This nigga lighting some sage to run us up out here. Let's knock all the windows out this big house. Boy, what you mean?
Funny,
Some
you know.
sage, man.
That's supposed to clear off?
Listen.
Or at least it reveals if there's some in the vicinity, right?
Y'all about to go and literally burn some sage to scare something that's walking through walls.
Not scared, but just
It's gonna run them off, right?
rebel.
That goes gonna walk right through that smoke, man. Like, what is this? They ain't praying on that. They done lit a candle in here, y'all. Come on in. Let's tear this house up.
Like two little pigs, they're gonna blow the house down the roof. So I'm saying, back to Kodak real quick. So you think it's a lot of artists in the industry like that's on them drugs and they don't stop their growth to the point. Well, has drugs been a problem in the black community though? Not only it destroyed homes and families, it destroyed communities. You know what I'm saying? It did. I'm lying. Go back to the 60s and 70s, and I call them criminals in action, the CIA. The CIA planted them shit. You watch that movie, you gotta watch that movie Panther. It broke it down to Panther, how the CIA flooded the community with drugs, bro.
You know what I say is bad for our community if we allow it. This is what we allow. And this is why our children keep disappearing, because we sit up there and keep letting these people come to our house and mow our grass. The homeless, so-called homeless people, you know what I'm saying, that only pops up every now and then, you know what I'm saying, looking all dirty and stuff, looking for somebody's child to snatch. Right. Or laying out here in the back of a store and won't nobody run them off or nothing like that right now. But you go to one of these suburban neighborhoods in Black, lay down on the park ground with you a pillow and a blanket, and you're gonna wake up with footprints in a jail cell all over your head. You know what I'm saying? But they come to our neighborhood, boy, we come out the door, they sleeping on the side of our houses and stuff like that right now. Y'all got to get up and leave.
Okay, I'm about to take it for the turn.
Wake them up. You got to start waking them up, sending them home. You know what I'm saying? You're over here, you're scaring our children. You're making our children think it's the thing to do. You ain't giving them no type of outlet on life. You thinking it's okay to wake up every morning and see somebody laying in your yard or laying up there by your bus stop or something like that when you go to school at. Right. But when you go to shopping and stuff, with your parents and stuff, you don't see nobody out here laying on no grounds and stuff, and this messing with you psychologically, but you got to wake up to this. What is making our kids think it's okay to do? It's okay to grow up to be a bum. It's okay to go back and get high and then go back to your family like you ain't did that, because they come over here and sleep on the ground and steal out the stores and stuff like that, but they go back out there to the suburbs playing pitiful. Oh, they took advantage of me. They did this, that, and
entitlement.
Yeah.
So let me go. I'm glad you talked entitlement. Now I'm gonna switch to another same thing though. Entitlement when it comes to women, because I don't dealt with some women. I'm sure you dealt with some women before that just felt they was too entitled. And I think it's the modern woman today right now. I don't know if it's social media plays a part of it. I don't know if these motherfuckers YNs or just niggas in general, ninjas in general, who go out and just they leave with their money all the time. I'll take you out. What's the entitlement though? Women think, oh, you gotta take me out to eat. You gotta pay for this. You gotta do that.
I think they done build up a mental image on.
I got a little booty now.
What they done built up, because if they felt like they done built up what men like, the industry put this out and everybody followed the trend. And females don't even understand, like, if you want somebody to really actually look at you, you got to be yourself. You can't be up under 1,000 shades of makeup and eyelashes and different wigs and stuff like that. And then too, you so insecure. You so insecure, you won't even pick up your phone, not unless you got your face did or something like that. And that's
eyelashes
I swear that's a woman that I look at and I be saying to myself, like, if I can't see you naturally,
when you really are?
I see you when you a Miss Potato Head.
Yeah.
I'm serious, bro, because I don't even know if I'm in love with you or in love with your image. So don't get mad with me if I see another image look better than yours, because I don't even know what you look like up under that shit.
See how they look, some of them look terrible.
And that's what some women have to show me. And like, if I'm gonna love you for what you is, I gotta see what you is.
Especially if you want me to keep it real and keep it a buck, keep it tall. Why you can't keep it tall all the time? Well, I'm 6'5", I can't keep it short with nobody. My point is, at the end of the day, I just noticed there's too much entitlement. And I got a book coming out, but I'm telling you, it's gonna hit a lot of these points. But the thing is, like I said, once again, at the end of the day, damn, people text me, whatever. At the end of the day, we gotta stop. I'm talking about the masculine men, the few that's left, because it seems like it's a lot of gay men, and what you do behind the bedroom is your thing, whatever. But it seems like they're trying to destroy the masculine men. The last men that's left that just deal with women only, who, you know, still deal with their children and who raise villages, they trying to get rid of the masculine men. You know what I'm
just
saying?
saying,
You feel me?
I can't
It
say
looks like
that.
it's attack.
I can't say that. I'm not one of them guys like that because I'm an alpha male. At the end
That's
of the
my
day,
point, though. You know, in my
there's a
opinion.
lot of females out here that love
Yeah.
to be submissive.
Yeah, I ain't
And
saying
they
that.
listen here and they
Definitely. I know
love,
some-
and look, they love to express themselves.
But it's a lot
But
of
you
women
got to be
over
one of them
masculine.
type of people
That's leadership
that
skills.
know where to go get it at, because you got
Or you
some
gotta
men
know.
that have everything right there in front of them and be mad if she done slipped out with
Next
somebody that know
dude.
got this, but hey, this nigga know
Different
how to read.
qualities.
Hey, come here. Like what the
You know how to
you
work.
know, like what's up?
You got different qualities that they.
Some women so used to being around fragile niggas that when they around somebody that's, you know, a little rugged, you know what I'm saying, they more, you know, expressive. Like, you don't want to be around nobody that, if I'm around, not to prolong that, but if you're around a female and she just sitting up there and just all uptight, you can't be around me like that because you're gonna fuck with my energy.
Yeah, negative
that type
energy,
of
low
person,
frequency. Right, always angry.
Now, what's up, Shawty? You got to talk. What's wrong? Oh, I don't know you either right now, but shit, we got to talk somewhere. You know what I mean? What's up?
It's just basically, you want a woman, like I was saying to somebody earlier today, you want to have somebody that brings peace to you and not
That bougie era.
brings pain, it brings bad energy, it brings arguments, and no rise.
The bougie era. Did you ever like a bougie female?
Yeah.
I'm saying, what is it
I
about
just
bougie?
like, I'm talking about over masculine nowadays. Women, they feel they gotta be overly, and they think, oh, being alpha to them is yelling, fuck bitch ass nigga up, and running the man face.
I think it's
That's
more
not
bougie
alpha
females
male.
got cheated on them a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like real nigga, because at the end of the
They
day,
got cheated
well,
on, they, you know, felt they
if
get
you
hurt.
sitting up and you bougie and you, a nigga doing a man doing everything he can to do for you, you just still sitting up pouting and mad, that man don't feel like he doing nothing.
A lot of women,
Yo!
yeah, you out the door. You better leave before it's too late. And a lot of women have unhealed trauma. Men too as well. But it's unhealed trauma.
If you was to sit back every
Hurt
day
people.
and tell a woman what you go through
Right.
as a man,
Right.
you'd be considered weak.
Definitely if you showed emotion.
What
Yeah,
you
that
mean?
too. I mean, you talk to her, you don't have to tell her everything, but you one thing you never do definitely is cry in front of your woman, because she
Who?
definitely look at you as weak if you
I don't
cry.
give a, boy, if I got to let it out, then I'm letting it. I don't care who.
But I'm saying, I ain't saying whatever, I'm just saying, that's how they gonna view
I know
you.
what tears is. I don't care if somebody else sit around somebody and can't let it out.
But if it's a loss of a child
I ain't
together,
talking about
loss
losing
of
nothing, bro. I
family,
be
you
going
know,
through it,
remember,
bro.
they gotta
Like,
understand.
man, I got to let it out. I'm gonna let it out. I ain't one of them emotional people.
So
who
what
I
we
sit
on
up
now? What's the next?
The topic about what we
Yeah.
gonna do about this so-called criminal we got as a president. What we about to do about this guy?
What can we do, bro?
What can we
Whatever
do?
we ever can do about these presidents and these politicians, because they're gonna say one thing
Let's
and do
storm the
something
White
else.
House and see what he pardoning us.
Better have an AR with you. Motherfuckers, they gonna have some tanks and motherfucking guerrillas. Warfare coming out
I'm
there.
like this. At the end of the day, y'all got to think like this.
I've been to
man.
DC too, I know that shit is.
How much?
They got homeless people right across the street in DC. And
How much longer we got to sit up here
Right, and just
and
let
listen
them walk
to
over.
a Ku Klux Klansman as a president
Right.
tell the
White
police that we're
supremacists.
gonna erase all of this right here. We give y'all free range to do what y'all want. Them police went bonkers. Like they let some honeybees out on some wild honey, but they just went to stinging up shit.
Wild honey.
And now look, it's out of control now. Now
Right,
police
right.
are getting killed. Now police are scared to go to work. And listen,
Yo, they not even that, bro. The videos I'm watching, I be seeing, like, remember the lady? I remember I was on my little vacation when I see this video. The lady was in the fucking, you see that? She was in the kitchen. Yeah, she said, rebuke you right by the stove. This nigga popped her in the head.
that wasn't a nigga. That was a whole demon that shot that lady.
But the point is, at the end of the day, when is this shit gonna stop? When are we gonna say, fuck that, enough is enough? You know what I'm saying? That could have been one of my aunts. That could have been one of your cousins.
It's
That could
hard.
have been one of his,
It's
you know what
hard
I'm
to
saying? Somebody's
believe.
mom.
It's hard to believe that we in the time and era where time done rewinded itself And it's getting back to slavery, nigga, you know
Jim
what I'm
Crow,
saying?
Bush,
It's getting
I mean,
back
not
to
Bush.
it. Now, see,
Trump trying to make it Jim Crow.
we got the power to change that. Listen,
Right now.
right now.
We're gonna
And
do it.
listen,
We're
and
gonna be
guess
down.
what? We don't got to do nothing but join hands and listen
Say
to him.
kumbaya.
Ain't no kumbaya, boy. Listen, we all got sticks right now. You know what I'm saying? And listen, if it
Yes,
just was
sir.
to go down to it, well, we got some help over here now. You know what I'm saying?
Foreigners,
Got some
brothers.
foreigners over here
Other
that
ethnic-
sent for
Are they gonna
us.
join us though, or
What
they
you
gonna?
mean? What you mean? What I've been trying to tell y'all people for the longest, since them foreigners been over here, have we really had a problem with them? No, we haven't.
Except for the men that burn, you
The
know,
man
all
that
over
burned
that.
that lady in
Like
there.
the subway.
Listen here. Who's not to say that he
Always one
wasn't
bad apple in the
paid?
bunch.
He wasn't paid to do that right now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just like they got paid
That's what I'm-
agitators when it comes to the BLM
actors.
marches.
You got actors.
Agitators, actors, tomato, tomato. What the
See,
hell?
I'm sitting up
Saying
there
the same
thinking
shit.
he was paid to do that because that's the only incident y'all got on them besides y'all want to say they eating this and they eating that. These people just came from a country. They didn't come over here.
They couldn't get a bowl of rice regularly.
They said they was breaking in houses, running people out their neighborhoods. Okay, they wasn't running nobody blacks up out their neighborhood. And listen here, and this is the thing. It's been so uneven for us for so many years that
500. About 500.
it get even for us over here, and we can't go stand beside these people and protest, man. We can't sit back and wonder what these people sending these people children because they did us like this first. They did us like this first. Look, y'all brought us to this land. These people walked over here, sailed over here because what? They could have hit any other soil on this continent, but they chose to come here. And guess what? They didn't come over here invading no hoods nowhere. You know what I mean?
So I'm saying, at the end of the day,
It's not gonna be what they think it's gonna be over here when this war starts. It's gonna be real even. And they know that. That's why
The four
when they
corners
got
of
to
earth.
coming over here and Trump said he went to go and doing this magic, deporting and all this around, because he knew that he was about to start something with us. After that, he started on the Mexicans, the Nigerians, the Africans.
hey, you know what he said? Hey, you could caught up in a crime here. They might ship your ass to Angola or some shit.
They're
They
trying
might
to-
ship your ass to.
But guess what? That's where they about to mess up at. You got to get the message out and see what they think they hurting us at. You ain't doing that,
Trying
but
to
planting
ship
us
us.
in different locations
Right.
so we can plan it all out. Now listen, they sent us over here to die, but we need to go back over there and take it all. Y'all already over there, we already over there. We don't need to go back and do with Israel. We got this. We already got this. Listen, bro, we don't got to do nothing but start stepping. We got this. Easy.
Right.
I ain't gonna say we gonna
So-
lose nobody. We don't think like that.
Casualties of war, right?
Casualties of what? They war.
I'm saying
We done
overall.
lost too many. We done
Right.
lost too many.
Right.
Listen, God got to favor us somewhere, man.
Yeah, the big shut.
I think God favored us like this. I just want y'all to stand up. If I made y'all the superior being, but y'all sitting down here and y'all just let them do anything to y'all and y'all know y'all the superior race, what else they got to dig up to show y'all that I made y'all first? So if y'all know y'all was
Everything
made
is there.
first, you can't take back what was yours. I'm not giving you back shit.
So listen, that going to the last
That's the way
final.
I feel like God talking right now. God saying, I just want you to make that step. If you can pray to me, if you can have churches all over the world with me in there, but you can't have the faith to step, I'm gonna step with
Just
you.
like
man. I tell you.
what's you heard that saying? What's praying
Thank God
without?
telling us to step. Bro.
What's praise? What's prayer without action?
Faith is dead.
But listen, at the end of the day, we got to wrap it up. We had the last couple. End of the day, yeah. End of the day, they were just talking about our scene too. Just last topic, wrap it up. Your boy Trump is they're trying to do something to birthrights. You know what I'm saying? Situation. They don't, because that's what really come down to it in the day. Your birthright, your nationality, whatever. Black is a color. Black is not an ethnicity. They will not recognize that. That's why a lot of people got to understand. You could be a Moor, you could be a maroon, the copper colored person. You could be a Seminole, whatever the case. But being black is nothing. You can't really, in the court of law, when it comes to their jargon and politics, shit, black ain't no
This
ethnic
one
black.
don't make no sense to me. I swear this don't make no sense to me. If you know that they owe you this.
Like somebody owes you some
Hold on,
bread, they
yeah.
owe you bread.
If it was anybody else that owed you this, you know that you won't have to work no more day in your life. You know the people that you're working for will have to work for you. The only thing you have to do is step and go get your money. But you got these little posters on Facebook. Would you do this right here for 15 million?
Right,
Yes,
right.
I'll do this right here for 15 million. But you won't step for the real money that belongs to you. Listen, you don't even want to be working for nobody. We supposed to all be out dressed in tuxedos saying, do you have any great proposals?
Right, remember that movie, when they flipped the White Man's Burden?
Could you
See,
please,
you see White Man's Burden, right?
Huh?
Okay, it's White Man's Burden. With
Mississippi Burning.
right. No, White Man's Burden. The movie with Eddie Murphy. Remember he was poor and he ended up being rich. It was supposed to be a flip. Was that White?
I seen two movies, well, one movie with Eddie Murphy where they played the game, make a black man rich. And I looked at that
White Man's
movie.
Burden? Yeah.
I looked at that movie right there and I said a lot to it, you know what I'm saying? You take they painting, bro, right there. Man, I started back and I thought about it, man. At the end of the day, there's a lot of black people been put in places just for envy and position, just for them to be hated.
Or they've been playing it. Remember Cat Williams said Kevin Hart was playing it there.
Whether he was playing it or not,
Industry playing it.
Kevin Hart up on the fire, everybody in Hollywood up on the fire right now. Like I said, Hollywood ain't nothing.
Because everything being exposed. Big Daddy Kane and them had a video back in days. I think Ice Cube was in it, and the company was called Burn Hollywood Burn. You probably remember that rap song. Burn Hollywood Burn Hollywood.
On fire now.
Burn, 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 burn. It was Big Daddy Kane, Ice Cube. There's a few cats, East Coast, West Coast.
Have anybody noticed the violence in the streets right now?
Bloodshed, and it's not even summertime yet. It's gonna get worse. But yeah.
Yes, it is. It's been worse. And this is the thing that people ain't even understanding. It's not that it's the people out there, it's what's in the people out there. They don't understand that the demons out there right now.
Remember they left the portals open? Remember the portals?
Yeah, the demons out there right now, they are terrible.
They showed the Pope and them walking the Vatican, and they look like fucking demons and shift changers.
Right now, you ain't really dealing with flesh and blood. You really dealing with
Draconians or
Draconians.
Draconians.
It's going down.
Right.
An argument is about to turn into a killing or a fight. A bad one too.
9 out of 10, right? We just want to say peace. Appreciate y'all watching the podcast. Episode 3 finally came. We're gonna try to keep it every week, but you know, sometimes things happen against our control. We can't get it through. But yo, more good content coming. Stay tuned. Appreciate you.
Peace out.
Peace.